You were talking about AI though, and this is a topic that I really am passionate about.
13.
Oh, fuck yes. All right. What are you passionate about? AI?
All right.
What do you think about AI? Yeah.
Subject line.
AI.
Singularity.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Almost Spicy podcast. It's so great to have you all here. We hope you have your popcorn and your drinks. We have a great episode today. We're very excited. Our
so
guest
excited.
is Vante.
It's me. I'm the guest.
That's the guy. Vante, a.k.a. Vante the Hippie, a.k.a. DJ Wonderland. Any other AKAs in there?
Yeah, just Vante. Yeah,
Vante?
Yeah, we got it.
Vante, where you at?
Yeah.
From the Oppenheimer to Barbie to Almost Spicy pipeline, we're here today. We're so excited, man.
No, I'm excited too, man. This feels like a long time coming. I feel like I've been watching you guys' show for so long, so like,
Dude,
I'm honored to be here with you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Because it has been a long time coming for all of us. We've all just been trying to put this together and keep it consistent.
Yeah,
sure.
I think we've been chatting about doing this for a while, so. But everything for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and you were able to develop our friendship a little more, and
yeah, that's a good point. I guess when you guys first started this, I feel like we didn't see each other as much as we have been lately.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we started linking up on that bachelor
Yep.
lifestyle.
Yep.
But it's great to be
Respect.
here, man. Yeah, it feels like not an interview, almost more like a conversation we're gonna have. So I'm really excited to get into it. But maybe we should introduce you a little bit, let people know that you are not only a DJ but also an audio engineer, producer who prefers Ableton.
I do prefer Ableton.
There it is.
But I do like to be versed in all of them. But I know you guys have like a
you know,
and I'm gonna cast an Ableton vote for
okay.
sure.
All right. Throw one up on the board.
Throw one into my bank account. How about
What is the score, by the way? Like, is it?
I don't know.
It's
I
tied.
don't even know.
No, it's
I'm
might
sure
be
it's
tied.
it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
There's been a few people that have been surprising
Logic?
Logic users.
We had like 3 Logics in a row, I think.
Yeah.
I think one guy wasn't even a musician, and he's
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
Andy, maybe, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah. Well, I think the funniest one was like I was an Ableton user, and now I'm solely Logic.
And now I'm so well.
that's
Like that feels.
Who was
That
that?
seems kind
Wait,
of rare. I
what did they
feel.
start with?
They started with Ableton,
And then they're now only online.
yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
But I think it's because I think them in particular, they were going back to like actually recording themselves,
Sure.
which is like it's way easier to do in Logic than it is in
That's
Ableton.
facts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 6 Rips. I'm not sure who it was.
I think
We talked to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was Holden, it wasn't. Because for him, we were talking Photoshop or iMovie.
but he did
know.
say Logic. He did say Logic.
He said Logic?
Yeah, he did
okay.
say
No, he
Logic.
did. Yeah, I have bad memory.
I started out on Pro Tools in high school.
Same.
And
In college, yeah.
Yep. I went to St. Paul Central and they had an audio recording class, and we used to stay in there just like, the dude was the teacher's name was Red, and he was super chill, and he
They
would
always
let
are
us kind of
those
like
guys.
skip class and just make
Yeah.
beats in his room all the time.
Oh, it's
Did it smell like
Yeah.
pot?
Dude, there was one day where I smoked weed in the school. And like I went to his room afterwards to kind of like hide out, and like I was in the
vibe?
studio making beats and shit, and like I fucking got in trouble that day. Like they definitely came down, and like I had to talk to like the vice principal, Miss Beesman at the time, and yeah, I got in trouble that day.
like they knew.
Yeah, but it was a good time to be at Central. I was there, like Bobby Raps was there, Frankie Bash, and those guys. There was a lot of cool like good beats being made in Red's studio.
Wow.
That's actually crazy.
That
Yeah.
is gnarly. So they saw you on camera, or
No, it just smelled like weed everywhere.
And then
And
they were like,
yeah, it just kind of trailed, I guess. Like,
to you?
yeah, it was not good.
God
Not
damn.
good. That was like my senior year too. It was like
Oh,
it was
really?
like close to
Yeah.
graduation, so I just felt like I could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah, for sure.
And they were like, no,
Yeah,
you
it
can't
was-
do whatever
It
you
was
want.
not okay.
Wow, that's quite the story, man, and quite the few name drops just offhand. No,
Right off the bat, like right off the bat. No, but it was a
Off the
good year to
bat.
be at Central. I graduated in 2012. There's a lot of people that I'm forgetting too, but like it was
yeah.
cracking.
No.
I was there.
I feel like that's where like every like big time artist, relatively big time
from around here.
Yeah, from around.
Well,
here.
St. Paul, did a
The
lot.
St. Paul guys.
That generation. I mean, it was just a generation.
Well, no, it was that generation.
A wave.
Dua Saleh was there.
Seriously?
Yeah, Dua was at Central around that time too.
That's actually quite.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's
cracking.
crazy. I mean, that
was a
high
good
school
time.
is weird, right? Like, but it was cool.
I feel like I peaked in high school, low key. Like those are really like my
impossible.
golden years.
You're on the
like,
Almost Spicy podcast.
That was like Vante the hippie at his prime. You know what I mean?
with the dreads.
Yeah, with the blonde dreads and everything.
Oh, blonde dreads.
I had like bleach dreads. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
I used to wear like wild colors, like
Your aesthetic was like Newport Mint.
Newport Mint.
No, like this guy's profile photo like was just iconic. Like it was just you didn't need to ever change it. Like you could put it on a flyer.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about is a photo of you in like a washed out green background. Like it's just like the most iconic photo of you, and we're gonna pull it up.
Yeah, I gotta see. It
was like your Facebook photo for like 6 years maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. You would. It's like your brand.
Yeah.
Or it was until what happened. Why did you drop the hippie part?
I think I'm not really sure why. I think I just got tired of it. I mean, Vante the hippie, like I've had this name since like MySpace. It's like 2005. You know what I mean?
So almost 20 years.
That's crazy.
Like I kind of like saw a life for myself as a young kid, and as I got older, I think I kind of strayed away from the path a little bit.
Well, it evolves.
Yeah, it evolved. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It evolved. I was being a bit more self-deprecating.
No, yeah, well, yeah.
It evolved, and I think Wonderland just at the time it was Boogie Wonderland.
Wonderland.
I just really fucked with that energy, Boogie Wonderland.
Yeah.
It sounded like a name that nobody had too.
For sure. And then from an aesthetic standpoint, you dropped the boogie and dropped all the vowels in Wonderland.
Come on, I thought it looked cool.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I think you do a good job. And now you're doing more bookings. You're outside more.
We outside, baby.
Of course, we can talk openly. I have it written here, man to man to man. That when you're in a relationship, you might stay inside more. You might stay on the Netflix a little more, not pop out, miss that show.
Yeah.
But as a single person,
man, I'm a sleepy guy.
You're a sleepy guy.
I'm a sleepy guy. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, I'm really romantic as well. So it's like it's really easy for me to just get locked in, just drink wine, and I love watching TV. It's like my favorite thing to do right now is just watch TV.
What's your favorite show that you're watching right now?
I just finished Top Boy in it.
Oh yeah.
Fucking British gangsters.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen that.
Selling
I don't.
Food, making peas.
Isn't Drake the executive producer?
Yeah, he brought it back. So it was. It was like a classic hit banger over there for a minute, and then they kind of like just fell off for a couple of years, and Drake brought it back, and it's good. He brought all the same actors too, so it was cool to like see them get older. It was damn near the exact same cast from the old shit.
That's actually awesome.
Which was wild.
Yeah.
Drake stays bringing things back.
I'm trying to re-up on this one.
Oh yeah, let me re-up.
Yes.
But yeah,
sir, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he's been like executive producing a lot of.
What did he bring back with Euphoria?
Did he do Euphoria?
He's the executive producer of Euphoria.
No shit.
Yeah.
With Future.
No.
He's just a producer.
No, he's just a producer.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Future. I don't think Future has executive produced anything. I could be wrong.
Probably records.
Records, sure, but I don't think TV shows.
The wild thing with TV shows is like I feel like 50 Cent. Well, Ice Cube really set the trend when he did Friday and shit. Like rappers making movies.
Yeah.
But I feel like 50 Cent really did it for the TV shows.
Yeah.
And now he's got like
he had a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, he's got like BMF. I think 50 Cent did Empire. We'd have to.
No, I'm
like
pretty sure he did.
A bunch of TV
Empire.
shows like
that was big.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a huge show.
And
Who did Love and Hip Hop?
And then he did his movie early in the joint, but Love and Hip Hop reality show, that's VH1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that show is so.
Probably Russell Simmons did that or something.
I hate that show.
Yeah. I don't really know it, man.
Yeah,
My
just
homie
thinking about it, I'm just getting stressed out.
No, yeah.
About Love and Hip Hop.
The homie was trying to tell me that Blueface's partner or whatever, what's her name? Christian?
Yeah, Chris.
He was trying. I don't know.
Christian.
Okay, I don't know. He was saying this.
Dude,
she's bad.
I forgot about Blueface. I don't know shit.
We were at the Lynx game the other day, me and the homie, and And they played that Blueface instrumental. It's just kind of funny how they'll play any instrumental, but the problematic person attached,
Yeah, just play the beat.
Just play the beat. Din, 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 din. But like, what is that without?
Producers never get enough credit, man. Most of the time, like all these hit songs,
you're right.
Like just muting the vocals. That's a feature on Apple Music. There's like a whole.
Yeah.
You guys need to chime in on the Apples versus Spotify.
Yeah.
As well.
That's true too.
Oh.
One cool Apple feature is you can like do this.
You might want to bring the mic up
thing.
a little bit.
You could do a karaoke joint and turn down the vocals.
That's what I said.
And listen to the instrumental.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you could do it on Spotify.
No, that's
You can't.
something Apple
You
did.
Yeah, that's
I want a
cool
title.
feature.
I'm gonna get a streaming service soon.
Sure.
I was budgeting for a few months, but now I'm gonna get a streaming service, and I'm leaning towards title. But that does sound nice for the Apple.
Yeah.
See, I pay for both Apple Music and Spotify.
This guy's balling.
I'm sadistic.
Best of both worlds. This is psychotic,
This
baby.
guy.
Oh, dude.
He's got all the new tunes, bro.
Dude, it's so bad, but like,
No, it's worse than that. Why do you have Apple Music? It's for one album and one album only.
No
Just tell us
way.
what it is.
it's endless. I keep it for Endless by Frank Ocean.
Because he doesn't want to open the plastic on the CD that he has. He could just play
On
the
the
CD
CD?
and
So-
not pay for
Wait,
Apple.
you have a CD player though?
That's the thing too. He doesn't.
What is a CD player?
So back in like, God, I think this was 2018, or maybe it was like 2017. It was like shortly after he released
He
like
as in-
Blonde. Yeah,
as in
Frank
Frank Ocean.
released
For sure,
Blonde
for sure.
and
Can't call
Endless.
anybody he, right?
Like they decided to put out like a brief run of vinyls, cassette tapes,
Yeah, yeah.
and like a CD and a DVD.
Oh yeah, I've seen that stuff. I
And-
didn't get any. How'd you come up on it?
I bought it online,
Nice.
and it took, I shit you not, a year. Which, it was
Frank Ocean.
so
You probably like forgot about it. At
dude,
some
it was
point.
so
Like,
funny because everybody on the
frustrated,
subreddit
yeah.
was just like, did anybody get it? Did anybody get it?
Yeah.
And then it was the one day that like somebody said, I finally got mine, and everybody's like, how?
Holy shit! And then everybody got
And
it
then
slowly.
everybody like slowly started to get it, but
Yeah.
I was like messaging customer support like, "Yo, where's this at? Where's this at?" And
I'm
they were
sure
just
their
like,
box was flooded.
they didn't respond. They didn't
That's
say
straight
anything.
up.
Which is hilarious because actually, like Frank Ocean, like technically violated so many laws by not
Sure.
having any type of like support and saying like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
gonna take
like
this
you
long."
you have to deliver on this product," and
Mm-hmm.
not like saying what is going on with this. Like,
Frank is just such an elusive guy. It's like you almost gotta. I don't know
Dude.
this dude, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like you gotta almost expect that kind of behavior.
People have
There
said
were
that about
100%.
him.
Yeah.
especially now. I mean, you look at how Coachella went. It's like,
Yeah.
That's
"Oh,
what
my
people
foot.
was talking about.
I hurt my foot.
Yeah,
I can't play.
Now people are saying he's a finesser and shit like that. I mean, we saw the Apple stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, it's
when
playing
he
the
did that-
game, bro.
when he dodged the first record label situation, like that was kind of
That was the first
an
one.
indicator. Like,
And then there was
I mean,
another
it,
one,
it
right?
changed the
he
whole.
finessed the whole
It,
record label.
it changed
you know?
the whole music industry too,
Yeah.
because at that time they were like Apple Music and Spotify was doing like exclusive albums on their like
Sure,
platforms,
And now never again.
and
right?
now they never can do that ever again.
He just fucked
that
it
shit
up.
was crazy.
And the crazy thing was like his deal with that was it was only for a week.
Oh, exclusive for a week.
It was
yeah.
only exclusive for a week.
That's crazy.
$20 million.
That's crazy.
And
Not,
then, I guess-
not including Endless, which was also another like probably
Another
10,
10, I think.
10.
Yeah. I think because his Homer jewelry
Yeah, the
line.
radio
I think
situation too.
you said what?
The Homer radio and yeah.
Oh
jewelry radio.
well, with the jewelry itself, I think the diamonds they're not the best diamonds. They're like factory, which is like people say you can't tell the difference, but like he's playing games there. He's playing like he's multimillionaire playing all these games. Like who knows what happened with the Coachella? How that benefited him to not do the ice rink? Who knows how that actually benefited him? But
Yeah.
obviously the Apple thing was huge. But man, interesting guy for sure.
Definitely.
Back to Wonderland, Vante. You're also a jazz musician, brass
Yeah, saxophone player.
saxophone player.
Yeah, I did. So
Alto.
I started taking lessons at Walker West Music Academy. Shout out Walker West.
Okay.
They do lessons for the youth, for adults. Anybody that wants to like refine their skills or just learn something new.
Walker West?
Yeah, Walker West
Awesome.
Music Academy. They've been a St. Paul staple for years.
Awesome.
But we started taking lessons there, me and Carlo, like around.
Shout out Carlo.
Yep, shout out that dude. Man, I want to say around 2007.
Mm-hmm. At the same time too, right? He told us that story.
Yeah, we were taking lessons, and then they would like send us on gigs, like have us playing in front of people. We did some jazz like competitions out in Eau Claire.
Okay.
And it was just like a really like good learning experience for music theory and just to learn about jazz.
Yeah.
And
When I went in there, I was just like, I heard of Kenny G, and they were like, oh, no, dude, we're going to teach you all this stuff. And they really did.
You were like 14.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I played jazz band in college as well, but I had a really bad experience at Augsburg.
Okay.
And I realized I just did the math. Like, it's been 7 whole years since college,
Christ.
which is crazy.
Did you graduate?
I didn't graduate.
Nice.
I dropped out 4 years in.
As most millionaires do.
Yeah, so we're getting there.
Yeah,
We're on the
yeah.
road to being a millionaire.
Right?
But I've been playing my saxophone way more.
Yeah.
And that's just within the last like couple months here. So
Okay. More life, and you got the fake trap on your head.
yeah, come on.
That's a
man.
beautiful design. We're gonna have Tyler on here.
Yeah,
'cause
necessary.
He's a great fucking designer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, great artist. I haven't seen him in a while, but
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's some good shit.
Yeah.
And then what's on the body? Beastroy.
Yeah, this is a beast right there.
My guy got
I was
his
almost
Barbie
gonna say
fit.
that looks like the Marc Jacobs.
Kind of does.
You know,
like the
you know what
bear,
I'm talking
right?
about? Yeah.
There's a few brands with the bear.
Nah, Beast Roy. I'm pretty sure there's some New York dude, but like, he's been going crazy lately.
Yeah. Pour you up a little more.
Yeah, let's do it. I like to spend money on expensive clothing. That's one of my favorite things to do.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
I never really have had a lot of money to spend, but it's just like a fascination that since MySpace, like seeing
Yeah.
Pharrell and like doing like BBC,
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
the skateboard ice cream team.
Hell
and
yeah.
all that
Pause.
shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pause. No pause.
Just
It's
doing
fine.
BBC. No.
Nah, for
Yeah, that
No, I
shit,
get you.
That
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
I was really
No, the
infatuated.
big
Pharrell-
flexor shit. Pharrell
dude,
changed.
Pharrell like changed so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
God,
everybody.
bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
clothing wise, everything. Well, do you remember the like rich shades? What were they called?
Rich, this.
I think we talked
Like
about
they
them.
were like these shades specifically that they made for like a brief run that were like, I think $300, $400.
Pharrell made them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Were they the Louis Vuitton millionaires?
I think so. Yeah.
The millionaires are, if they're the glasses I'm thinking of, they are still being made.
yeah.
But I think Pharrell was like involved in the early
Yeah.
millionaires
Yeah.
like design.
Damn, we really
We'd
need
have to
pull
fact
it
check
up.
that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I
Those aren't the
watched-
Virgil shades, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
But Virgil did millionaires as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is that design. It's like
just
a
like a
thick
classic Louis
design.
Vuitton
It's like
silhouette.
a thick border, right, on the
Yeah.
glasses.
So like Louis Vuitton does like they have like two bangers, like the Cyclops shape and the millionaire shape, and they've just been cranking them out for years. Different.
So
colors.
it is a sim. I think it might be
Yeah.
the same that we're thinking.
Yeah.
Because they did a red one, and Supreme did a collab, I think too.
Supreme has a. I
That's-
don't think
yeah.
the Supremes are millionaires, but the Supreme does have some Louis glasses too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a chokehold on the 2000s, though, like early to mid 2000s.
Dude, so yeah, you like spending money on clothes. It's fun. Yeah,
It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I haven't. I used to do it a lot.
Same.
I'm
I'm trying not to spend money on clothes, but I have a
Facts.
constantly just.
Well, for this, like we're trying to not wear the same stuff, like
Oh yeah,
on
you gotta
multiple
switch it up.
episodes.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
You gotta switch it up.
We're,
trying
like
to.
busting out, but now it's time to hit the episode 1 through 5.
Right.
Fits back. Bring it back. You know.
It's like that. I actually look really good.
Yeah, I haven't worn that shirt in a year just because I wore it on one podcast. Dude, well, that's enough about you, Vante. No. Dude, yeah, this is fun, man. It's
Yeah.
good to have you here. Like I said, I have more notes on my phone about current events and stuff. Anything you guys want to kind of hop into right away, discussion-wise, right now. Because I got a lot.
He's calling for an open floor, is what he's calling.
I'm calling for open floor, but we're ready to pollute.
All right, one thing that I would like to talk about
Yeah.
is definitely just art and being creative.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, like I feel like I'm at a point like I've been producing stuff for like so long at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm 30, but I feel like I've been making music since I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've never really like made anything from it. You know, it's always been like a really therapeutic kind of process for me.
Yeah.
And I'm interested,
Personal
like,
kind of.
Yeah, I'm interested what it's like for you guys to, like, you know, in your own capacity, like what creating is like for you.
I would 100% agree with that.
Like therapy?
Yeah. I think, well, it's kind of funny because we had Holden on as our last guest.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I said this when the cameras were rolling or not, but he, like, asked me a question. It's like, how, like, you as, like, a smaller photographer, like, how do you, like, make money or, like, get bookings? And I'm like, honestly, I don't. Like,
Right.
I enjoy, like, almost not getting paid for my work.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think as soon as I started getting paid for stuff, it put this weird pressure on me
Yeah, sure.
that, like, made it not as fun. And so I think to your point where you're talking about, you know, you've been doing it for so long. And,
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like I'm at a point now where I want to, like, change my mind state. And,
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of dealing with that transition
Yeah,
now. Like,
for sure.
Like, how do I make this stuff that for 20 years has always just been something to make me feel good about myself?
Yeah.
I want it to, like, make me, like, sustainable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
Sustainable
100%,
you
what?
know, like, actually put money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, you want people to hear it?
Yeah.
Should we close
Yeah.
that? By the way, should we close that window?
Yeah.
I think
Let
it's
me
kind
know.
of pleasant.
We
Okay.
can, and, like, I mean,
We still have 10. But
it.
no, that.
Yeah.
So you want people to hear it.
Yeah.
So that's where you have to start.
I want to get, like, signed. I
You need
want
somebody-
like a record deal. I want to fuck over a record label.
Yeah.
Like Frank
Fuck
Ocean did.
Fuck
Or
yeah.
something. I wanna,
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
You want to.
like,
You want to.
I want to get, like,
You want to be a
if it's
musician.
360 deal or a distribution deal.
Yeah.
You know,
You wanna be a
production. I don't
professional
give a
musician
damn what
again,
kind of deal
right?
it is. I guess, like,
I feel like you
I
were
don't
a
wanna
professional
say-
musician for a while.
But it was just like it was a hustle for sure. But I
Yeah.
wasn't like I did more shows for free than I did for pay.
And with
Yeah.
homies and
Yeah.
You know,
everything.
it got to a point where it was like if somebody asked me for what my fee was, I would just tell them, like, I'll do this for free because I know it's coming out their pockets sometimes. Like,
And you're
Yeah.
talking
they're
when you were
cash
doing
apping me
sax
from their
stuff?
sax
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
and DJ
And DJing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which are two very different things because the DJ
Yeah.
thing, it's like it's easier to kind of like have fun, get booked, put a mix out, maybe all this kind of stuff.
for sure.
I think it's dope to do everything. I think that's
Yeah.
the only way to get your name out there.
Yeah.
I think you put your name here. You're on this podcast. You put out a mix, and then you also drop a single.
Yeah.
And then Fib did the art, and then you get a
It's just-
collab with Shrimp, and it's like
There's just so many different ways to, like, navigate the industry.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, it's like the way that I was doing it before was just like it was kind of like tiring, you know. And it's like
Yeah.
that's not to say we didn't have any shows where we made some good money at the door and we were able to break off the musicians. Like we booked some cool shit in the past.
Yeah.
It's just I think there's a different way to go about the hustle. I'm trying to get back into the EDM
Oh, yeah.
EDM festival circuit.
oh yeah.
And, like, there's a lot more bread there for
Yeah, yeah.
DJs.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love listening to some of that music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, there's somewhere it's like, all right, this is kind of intense and, like, hard for me to
Yeah,
process.
Yeah,
it could
it
be
is.
so fun though, and I feel
Yeah.
like the Skrillex, like
Like
Forte,
the-
like
yeah.
that trio really
Fred-
made it fun.
Oh,
Fred,
that
Fred
trio
again.
is-
I think Fred again is.
Oh,
just
Fred
like-
again
that
too.
trio
yeah,
is,
yeah.
like,
No,
phenomenal.
that trio,
Yeah.
bro, they made it fun for somebody like who's not a huge EDM, but it's like
Yeah.
just the way they like bait too. They'll do like it smells like Teen Spirit and just
Yeah.
bait you, but then
Yeah.
like you start dancing and it's like okay, you know,
It's
it's
a
easy to make
fun-
fun of anybody.
Yeah.
It's a fun, like, good time. I think.
Yeah.
Well, and I think they're like actual musicians where
They're
Well,
they're
they're
having fun
producer
with it.
they're,
producers.
they're
They're just having
yeah.
fun with
Whereas I think
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other like EDM people are like just like programmers rather.
But
than
Exactly.
every time Forte, like, trolls with that fucking dubstep shit.
Yeah.
That
It's
rhythm
like,
shit.
like some of that could get, like, really extreme to listen to. You
Yeah.
know what I
Because
mean?
it's a hard troll where it's like it's
Yeah.
not a little
But, like,
bit of
some-
dubstep,
like,
he'll go
that's-
hard.
But if you go to some of these festivals, like, that's like the vibe. You
Yeah.
know?
And it's not a troll at that point.
No,
then
we're going
that's
hard.
they're serious.
You know, you
Yeah.
just gotta
Yeah.
embrace, you know, and, like, I love that culture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So would you make EDM or are you gonna continue to make?
man, the learning curve for the production, it's like not where my brain goes when I go to make a beat.
Yeah.
Like when I open up a session.
But it's not to trap you in a trap beat
Sure.
world. I've heard your music and I've actually sent you back,
Yeah.
my own work on some of your beats and some of that stuff that's never come out.
Yeah.
And, I think you should put it out.
No, I definitely moving forward. Like I'm gonna put out a lot of the older beats that.
Tell he don't
Yeah.
believe me.
No,
No. I was just laughing because this was like a hard push. It's like, please release what we worked. It's like,
not that.
Like, trying to be subtle about it.
let's
It's like,
make something.
It's like I want to make money off of this.
No, let's make something together, something fresh.
No, one of my favorite things to do is just like text people my beats. So I was like honored that you even like recorded.
I took a lot of time into that, and I was happy to because I wanted to prove myself to you.
For sure.
And it was a good practice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Because I'm someone who needs a push sometimes to do something. So
I do too.
Yeah. And I think that's
we all can relate.
We should just human centipede push each other to reduce things.
Okay, not that way. No, that's where we got to stop here.
Yeah, stop pushing while we're connected.
No pushing.
You're taking your shit, and then I'm taking.
Yeah, well, guess how it needs to come out. This is the point. The music needs to come out. It's not gonna drop into the bucket.
The people need content. You know what I mean? The backlog. We were talking about the backlog earlier.
Yeah.
You guys having
shout out the backlog.
But it's we gotta put that content out. You know what I mean?
You know what's and I don't want to expose. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Please continue talking.
No. Okay.
I will say
on this subject though. We've discussed about trying to put together an actual project.
Yeah.
That is under the almost spicy kind of make some bullshit songs.
Sure. Record tunes.
Yeah. And
you had some interest. I'm always interested.
Appreciate you guys' the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that too.
It's a fun one. I'm glad we had something to brand to this.
Yeah.
That song is sick.
It was hard at first because I don't think
it's not authorized for release right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he wasn't entirely on board with it at first, I don't think. And then
y'all know the guy who's the guy that
No.
It's I know the guy. We made the song together.
Nice.
And then it was just this drama about okay, you said I could release it. Nobody wants the song. Nobody wants to put their name on it. Okay, so I'll keep it. It's mine. Yeah. And then I was gonna drop it, and then I got pushed back from one. There's 4 collaborators, including myself, on the song, and it'll come out at some point.
Collaboration gets dicey, man, but it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Someone
no, I wouldn't have made that. That's a trained producer that did that. You know, I put my vocals on it, and I wrote the other people's verses, but
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to hear the song.
We'll play it after, dude.
Yeah, that's
fun.
That's actually kind of spicy.
It is.
No, yeah.
It unironically is spicy.
Ben was really inspired by, and as was I actually, by that new Kendrick Hillbillies. With Baby Keem, because that shit is just so effortlessly perfect.
So good.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to do some shit like that.
Well,
and even Lucius, actually, everybody was inspired by that shit.
Yeah.
He made a song called Cans, or Con, but he says Cans because he's American.
Yeah.
But and he's got kind of that flow. It's just a sick flow, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
no, wait, what was the punchline on that one?
Excuse me, what is that, your girl?
Yeah.
No, not that one. For
Lucius.
For the Cans, life is like a movie.
Life is like a movie. It's giving cans.
It's giving cans. Yeah, that's funny.
I just want to get my money and dance.
It's giving cans.
It's giving cans.
That's so tight.
He wasn't gonna say it's giving con.
I really don't know. I don't know French. It's French, right?
It's French.
It's French.
It's giving
con.
It's the French.
You wouldn't say the You wouldn't say the es.
I couldn't tell you how to. I'd be
con.
saying all the French.
It's con.
Bordeaux. Beaujolais.
It'd be Boudon.
I say it all
Ménage-toi.
Well, he says Ménage trois, right?
Ménage trio.
Trios.
Foie gras.
Foie gras.
God damn it. Cigar.
I do not like.
What accent's more fun, a French one or a London one?
I would say French.
They're both pretty funny.
French is hilarious because you can
French
say.
French accent is just so extreme.
You could say fucking anything and it sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Or kind of elegant.
Or elegant.
It's when French the French accent when they're speaking English.
Yeah.
It can be so hard to understand.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
I can only imagine what we sound like to them. I wonder if we're
Yeah.
They fucking hate us, so it doesn't even matter what.
They don't care.
No, I've met 2 or 3 French dudes and they're pretty cool guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
They're good protesters.
Know several French people personally.
Oh, do you
really?
Yeah. There's rumors that I'm French, and I made the rumor up in my own head.
I work.
What?
Wait, what?
I said there's rumors that I'm French, and I made the rumor up in my own head.
Impossible.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is so much fun. We thank you for staying with us to the halfway point. We don't even know if this is the halfway point. This might be a 10-hour stream today, ladies and gentlemen.
Act one.
Act one.
Yeah, Act 1.
Act 1. I thought you said I have one thing.
No,
yeah.
Like, we gotta peel the layers back. I'm gonna start crying by the end of this.
This is what I'm thinking. I have for coming up after the break.
That one stopped.
All right. Can I make an audience member stop caring about money for even one day? Aliens, money, credit card debt, all of that and more. RFK Jr., Vante the hippie, Francisco Ben. We'll be right back. Almost Spicy Podcast. A word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to the Almost Spicy Podcast. We are back with Vante.
Vante's breaking the fourth wall.
He's oh my god.
Vante just found out that there was cameras.
There's cameras.
He didn't know we were filming
He didn't know that there was.
Man, what's going on?
Yeah. These lights are so bright, I cannot see.
Hey, what's going on?
I honestly didn't anticipate the lights to be this bright. I almost feel like I should put my shades on.
Do you want to get the mic stand?
I want to get my shades.
Oh, your shades? Get them.
Is that chill?
Yeah, that's chill. No, yeah, we got some.
Dude, did you roll the timer?
Yeah. And we got some house order rules here anyway to go through. Here's some house rules. What's the saying?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, yeah. By now, we should have some merch available. But probably not.
You guys got merch?
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, but by the time this is out, we should.
We should.
Listen, I hope everybody is having a good time.
We were talking to the Hesh about maybe doing something.
That'd be
a
fun.
little something.
Damn, nobody's ever gotten this close, dude. Is it still focused?
Yeah,
it'll okay.
Fine.
That's exciting though. I definitely want to see some merch for Almost Spicy. It's such a cool name.
Dude,
exactly.
No, thank you, bro. Yeah. Our audience is just getting back into either school or they're still working. So, welcome back to college, everybody.
Do your homework.
It's because it's September right now when this is out.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
So,
definitely
do your homework, but put this on while the homework's on.
Yeah.
While you're doing your homework, keep this playing, man.
Well, let's give these guys something to listen to, huh?
Yeah.
Are you going to sing a song?
No.
Yeah. No, we had a few topics.
You were talking about AI, though, and this is a topic that I really am passionate about.
13.
Oh, fuck yes. All right. What are you passionate about, AI?
All right.
What do you think about AI? Yeah.
Subject line.
AI.
Singularity.
Okay.
Body.
Can you explain singularity to everybody,
so
please?
I might have a messed up definition, Google person. I might have a messed up definition of what singularity is, but I think of it as the moment where the robots kind of like supersede, like not only human intelligence, but just kind of like the need to exist. Like their autonomy essentially becomes more important than ours does, and we're no longer coexisting with these motherfuckers. We, the relationship dynamic changes, and that's kind of like the flip is what I imagine singularity is. So it has to deal with like artificial intelligence, like becoming conscious and just kind of having its own, perspective that really hinders ours. It's kind of dark.
That is what my phone is saying. Yeah.
Is it saying the same thing?
Yeah, it says a hypothetical future point in time when artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence and self-replicates and improves itself automatically or autonomously.
So in that moment,
you ever just make up a word? You ever just see the first letter and you think you know the whole word?
Yeah.
And it's a different word.
Did it say autonomously?
Yes.
See, I knew that autonomy is an important word for this.
It is an important word,
especially when it comes to AI. I'm pretty sure I said autonomy. I think I said autonomy.
Run it back. Timestamp.
Because it's like, what are we here for? What's my existence? You know what I mean? Like how you tell me that you're really alive. You know what I mean? Like prove to me that you're sentient.
Like if the AI told you that?
No, I'm like how can we even prove it?
Oh, right now?
To each other essentially.
That'd be scary to me if an AI asked me to prove that I'm human. Wait, that happened to me yesterday.
Square up, bro.
No, that happened to me yesterday.
How old are you, bro?
It shows you the grid of pictures. They're just like, pick the bicycles.
Why are you acting? Obviously, you're saying that because that's exactly what happens. Yeah, that's crazy.
and you're just like, and you're like, fuck.
What is a bicycle?
No, I think the worst one is like,
I got him wrong.
Pick the street light.
Yeah.
Or
and it's just a little shiver.
Partially in,
and you click it, and then it fails. You're like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Listen, I'm so glad. Like I've never heard anybody mention this out loud. So I'm just glad that we're talking about this right now.
No,
we have to address this. This is a serious.
We were trying to buy. I was trying to buy a King Krill ticket on Twitter, and so I DM the guy who's saying that he's selling the ticket. and like my Twitter account gets locked because I use the word price, and so I had to pick like which maze represents a mouse that can't get to the cheese, and it's 6 of them, bro.
What?
And so like it's like the maze is like closed off and like. And there's a right answer. I had to do it 6 times, bro.
Captcha. This is what they call it, captcha.
Yeah, bro. I got 5 out of 6. On the 6th one, I got it wrong. Like, because the shit would select it. Like, it was weird. But I had to do it again,
Elon
bro.
on for
Bro,
that shit.
I screamed. Elon ruined Twitter when I was like trying to buy a ticket outside the venue. My phone's dying. Yeah. I'm doing a fucking maze game, and AI is asking me if I'm a real fucking person on my own damn Twitter. That's why I'm on fucking.
That's so sad, dude.
Reading a book now.
So
I'm off.
See,
I'm off this.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
Yo, this.
You don't believe I'm reading a book?
No, I don't believe that you're off Twitter.
Nah, it's probably not on Twitter, but.
Why did you get off Twitter?
Why did I get off Twitter? I purged like all of my social media at one point. It was I like to be elusive, you know.
How Frank Ocean of you.
Yeah, like I like to be off the grid.
How what?
How Frank Ocean of you.
We off the grid.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Heck.
I used to take social media breaks, like just get off of everything.
Yeah,
and then I started a podcast.
I was also never really good at tweeting stuff. Like I never really had
Twitter.
like any like good Twitter buddies.
If I remember it correctly.
Yo, Fib had like I remember I would like link up with Fib,
Fib,
and he would have all these like potential tweet drafts. Like he would just have like the most profound shit in his draft.
He's a great writer.
Yeah,
I think we discussed this in the
hilarious.
comments.
It's because he's a economist.
Yep.
Are they usually good writers?
Trickle down, man.
Trickle down.
The skills of being able to do explanation. I mean, you have to explain economy.
He didn't break down that theory with us, but yeah, trickle down.
But I love how
writing skills.
A lot of our guests will like Holden and like even Fib will be like, I'm going to explain trickle down economics, but first let me go into this hour-long different conversation.
No, I guess we were talking about AI too, right? Like,
yeah.
Now we're talking about economics.
You got us into it, so I appreciate that. No, it is weird to think about the AI stuff and the whole writer strike because an AI can write a joke in a comedian's voice or a show script based on it just takes every season before that, and it's easy to.
They were that was like one like subject was because now that AI is so powerful and it can create like recreate people in scenes without them being there. Like if somebody dies,
they want to put that in the contract.
Yeah,
they'll put you in any future scene after you sign like.
And that's like scary because you're essentially like waiving away also your rights.
It's like your own IP.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the new Black Mirror?
Not yet.
The first episode tackles this concept.
Yeah. Oh, I fell asleep. Yeah, it does.
But I
fell asleep.
The AI essentially like
they put
fills in for you.
Yeah. It was like we're gonna spoiler alert. It's they put like the person's life on Netflix in the show, and they're watching their shit on Netflix. Yeah. I don't know why I fell asleep. I do know why I fell asleep.
Yeah.
They say AI is actually going to be used.
That was a beautiful transition to not expose yourself.
AI is going to actually make up the news now, or like they're going to use AI to predict the news, like the government.
Interesting.
I mean, we talked about this before. Yeah, to like predict future events and what's coming up next, markets, everything.
I mean, it's like anything they say could be really. It's like cool. Like,
it's got so many.
It seems kind of arbitrary though.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like it's not gonna be giving us news. It's just them predicting the news. You know.
Yeah, it's exactly, and that's why I have this written right here. No new computer programmers in 5 years. They're not going to be actually needed anymore.
Computer programmers in 5 years.
Developers, yeah.
See, this is the thing with AI that I was trying to get into, where I become like really cynical. Is that like we're like approaching the singularity moment.
Yeah.
Like much faster than I anticipated when I first started learning about singularity. I took a course in college with Justin at Augsburg. It was like definitely the coolest course that I ever had at Augsburg. All of them. The rest of them sucked.
What was it called? Really?
It was called. It was called. It was called.
Hit by Tim Tebow.
It was called something like Science and Religion and Popular Culture. I believe that's what it was called.
That sounds
that's really,
like some goddamn-
that's really cool.
Yeah, we watched a lot of like TV,
Yeah,
and it was like a lot of student-led discussions.
that's really cool.
And it was
You love
really,
TV.
It was really just about this. It was about singularity,
Mhm.
you know. And like at that time, it seemed like a concept that would happen in a lot of years. But when you think about that exponential growth,
That's
of,
all we talk about in this program.
Yeah, of
the
like
exponential.
technological advancement
Yeah.
goes up exponentially, and we're at a precipice now where it's like this whole part is already passed.
No,
Now the
exactly.
shit is going like
It's,
The aliens-
It's straight. It's just a straight line up.
you know,
is
Yeah.
what
and
it
it's
is.
just like crazy to really like imagine yourself in that part of the timeline.
Yeah.
Because like this AI shit, I was at an art auction the other day, and I was talking to the homie Breezy, and he was telling me, well, we were just shooting the shit about the AI SpongeBob shit, and we were like, I was like, what if you fed the robot your voice samples, your own music, like clips, and then you also write some shit, and then the AI just records your verse and your voice, and that'd just be like a cool texture on your own song. Just kind of like using AI like as an instrument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll be
Like,
honest. I actually my friend has the pro version of the ChatGPT, and we put some song lyrics into it.
You've done this already.
And
Can you put your own voice in it too, though, or is it like
we
stock
just
voices?
did lyrics. No, so we didn't go. It was just text based.
Sure,
But
But the ones that are making it like the SpongeBob shit,
that's just
I
cool.
imagine you have to input a
Yeah.
bunch of
Something.
SpongeBob
You-
episodes
yeah,
for it to like
That's a good
identify.
point.
Yeah, it
you know?
has to have a basis. Actually, Apple is coming out, I think, the next update that they're doing, where you can put in your voice, and it's more for, I want to say it's like the accessibility, so people with like certain disabilities and stuff like that.
Sure.
And it can like do a text to speech, but it can like play it in your voice.
Amazing.
And
It's
it's
absolutely amazing.
not like perfect, but it's pretty spot on. Like you can hear the roboticness of it, but it also is very close to like your cadence and your tone.
I don't want to get too far off, but I'd be
That's getting
remiss
crazy.
not to mention how problematic that is when they're like falsifying conversations that you never had.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
man, it's
Holy shit!
Man.
What a threat to like privacy.
Privacy, national security,
That
because
is
like
insane.
think about it
privacy
if just like you
anymore.
had, if Donald Trump was still in office, right?
Yeah.
And like some
what do you mean?
clip
It still
went,
is? Oh, we just got demonetized.
some clip like would go viral in like Russia, being like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna nuke them,"
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
or something like
God.
that, and then
No,
it
my
becomes
favorite
this-
ones is the president's playing the video game.
Yeah,
Sleepy
yeah,
Joe.
yeah,
It's
Oh yeah, I kind of want to watch that right now.
Favorite shit. Man.
I do love those.
We need to get the ability to pull videos.
I
up in
hate
real
that
time.
all
We
of
will.
every single
Sorry
one
for
that I've
stroking that.
watched also like has the little
Oh.
Minecraft
Yeah.
hopping around
yeah.
while
Oh,
they're
of
doing
course.
it.
And then that brings us to our
The
next point about the
stimulation.
stimulation.
Oh,
God damn it, does it
sure.
feel good to watch a Family Guy clip and a fucking a video of somebody cutting soap at the same time?
I've never done this.
Oh,
Oh,
So you don't know what he's talking about?
You don't know what?
specific. What are we talking about?
we're talking about on TikTok where half of your screen is Maze Runner or
like
fucking Subway
Maze Runner,
Surfer,
yeah, Subway Surfer.
and then the upper half is like a podcast clip, like a Joe
I don't think
Rogan
I'm
clip.
familiar with this trend. Right
Yeah,
now.
Or
it's-
what were you just talking about? It was anything, any two,
It's
but it's
anything, yeah.
but it's usually just like Subway Surfer and then
Yeah.
like cutting.
It's for like
soap.
younger people. That's what keeps them focused. Is they need like so much stimulating things.
Wow.
It's kind of like this. That's why people like this podcast is because of my ADHD. No, I'm just kidding. To keep them stimulated. Yeah, it's
Honestly,
crazy.
you might have something there.
I don't want to give too many methods and
'Cause
sources.
I really do like how like chaotic this.
This is very chaotic.
It's a very
It is very
podcast,
chaotic.
I think.
Oh,
out
just
Chaos.
wait till we drop this one episode. It's pure absolute chaos.
The one, which one?
The
Oh god, I already know. You don't even. Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, it was not even. I was on 2 hours.
Stay
Everybody
tuned
knows.
for the unspoken.
Well, it already came out by the time this is out.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's not like it was like
It's
canceled,
fun.
but
That's
it's like
crazy how we're manipulating time.
Dude,
no, I know.
That's like the aliens, bro. Oh, so did you guys see about this this U.S. soldier that went into North Korea.
Are we about to get into the alien stuff?
No, we can. But this actually happened.
The army guy was actually an alien.
No, he was being prosecuted by the government, so he was on the run.
Because he was an alien.
And then he started laughing and ran across the border, and then he got arrested over there, and now he's just gonna get extradited. I think no one knows, but we can get into the aliens.
Wait. So this is just a guy that got
so
arrested.
confused.
It's an army guy.
Yeah.
So
U.S. Army.
U.S. Army.
Okay.
And then he did something, so they were trying to like arrest him, and then so he just like started laughing and ran across the fucking border.
So
he was at the based in South Korea.
He was based in South Korea.
Yeah, at the DMZ. Or like nearby.
What would you have to do
to get
in that area to get arrested? Because technically, if you did it on a U.S. like base, that is U.S. property. Mm-hmm. So the laws of the
U.S.
laws apply there. Not.
I don't know what he did. Yeah, nobody knows what he did.
Honestly, this story doesn't sound that interesting to me. It's like he just laughed and ran. Like,
he started laughing and he ran across the border instead of waiting and as a sitting duck to get arrested.
Sure,
but I just thought it was interesting. Listen, we're just warming up. Okay.
We're definitely going to the next one.
Yeah.
Time is more valuable than money. Energy is money. Of course, we've covered this before.
Time is more valuable than money. I have something to say about this.
Okay, let's debate.
So, I currently do not like my job. I work 40 hours a week. I've been working in logistics for years, like supply chain management, logistics. And I have like good credentials to get like a really high paying job for any company that I want to, like Nike, Red Bull, or whoever is shipping anything. Yeah. I can go there and pretty much like get a cool job. But or at least at one point I thought it was cool. I'm talking about transitioning my mindset
from logistics.
Yeah, like about making the music make my money instead of like wasting my time. And when you brought up that topic, time versus money, it's like I spend so much time like not valuing my time, Yeah. And it's getting to a point where like I can see it differently,
Now you're
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that goes to the whole if you're always looking for money, you'll never have it. Yeah. You'll never find it. But
I mean, there's something about the hustle though. Like if you are looking for that money, you can find a way to find it.
And the hustle and being an entrepreneur, we always think about the caps on career salaries. Dentist, $70K. Accountant, $100K. IRS agent, $150K. See, like it's starting to sound really fucking good. No, but it eventually cap, right? Like CEO or U.S. president. But I mean, obviously they make a lot of fucking money. And they're entrepreneurs, the fucking U.S. presidents. But call it a U.S. president or Dr. Fauci or whatever, $200K. These are all very rich people. Outside of that $200, $400K salary, they sell shit. Yeah. I'm talking about your average, right? But if you're an entrepreneur, in theory, the salary is infinity. Yeah. But you got to fucking put that work in.
Yeah, effort.
For sure.
But no, if you don't enjoy the job though, go ahead.
Oh, well, just like building something that lasts, like really can be sustainable for yourself, both mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah.
Everything above. So.
It's like we were talking about music as therapy, and I feel like I never really like took the leap of faith and like really went hard for the music.
You haven't.
Yeah, I've always used.
You are going to.
I've always used work to kind of like supplement myself and like get all the things that I need. So I go buy my expensive clothes.
That's
and,
interesting.
My groceries. And
do you ever like compare yourself to like DeCarlo at all in that respect? Like,
always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, we grew up in the same household. You know what I mean? But like he's in a different circumstance where like he's very close to those guys. It's not just random that he's in that band.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But in the position's also similar to a job though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a job.
And it gets exhausting for those guys.
For sure.
Oh, 100%.
All the time. It's just I want that job now.
Yeah,
At first, like I didn't really like. I guess I just didn't really see myself in that position.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have an actual job so I can have
bread
right away. Yeah.
Not build, no bread, invest, lose money.
Yeah, I've always been working and then half-assing the music so I can do both at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I just want to do one and not.
Yeah.
Is it a scarcity mindset that people talk about, or what
Scarcity.
for you? Like, did you feel like scarcity mindset, or was it more of like, did you have fear?
Yeah.
At all?
I think taking the leap of faith and like, for me at least, like taking the leap of faith and like quitting working every day is definitely scary.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like like where am I gonna live? You know, I can't. Like I don't really have those kind of like foundations to just not have a job.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's like it is scary to be like, yo, like strip nose, I'm about to just come over to your house for like 3 months and just live on your couch, and then like what if he don't fuck with me after like month 5 and like ain't no money and like you know I'm really not that good of a roommate.
Well, the thing, you always have to work. It seems like for me the secret was going part-time at work.
Sure.
And just taking half the money, and like ultimately like switching the mindset, like you said, switching the value of money.
Yeah.
And giving value to my time, to where I had, you know, my days of the week, you know, 5 days of not working a job.
Realistically, taking something up part-time is like the best way to transition into this. But like, I honestly want to just drop it all together.
Yeah.
And like that's really ideal, would be to like not have to work at all and like really just go hard for this.
And I always bring this up about how many thousands are enough when you're doing a 9 to 5 that you're not happy with. Because if you're happy with it, guess what? Just as long as you're enjoying your life, it's gonna be fine. But as creatives and artists, we have like a different.
We're never satisfied.
Yeah, we wanted to like. I don't know what we want. I don't know. You know. But obviously, we want to be here, and this is why we're here right now.
Yeah.
What was I just saying? Oh yeah, like how many thousands are enough? Like the checks are nice. Like I've been thinking all week about applying for a sales job. I'm like, but do I want to sell windows? And maybe it's fine, but it's like I don't know if I want to, because then I would be so focused on that, and then like everything else comes after.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm privileged enough and blessed enough to like continue whatever balance I have going on, you know. But it's just like how many thousands are enough? Like okay, 10,000 in the bank, 20,000 in the bank, 30,000 in the bank. That feels really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like if you know, like okay, let me work through my 30s so I can get. The thing is the assets. That's the nice part about working a job and having disposable income, is buying assets. You buy a lot of clothes, you could sell a lot of those clothes. Those are still assets.
Issues to all my clothes.
Maybe you could buy some Bitcoin next track. But like I sold a lot of assets just to survive too. Like so I don't have that many assets right now.
Yeah. I don't either.
So it's like that's the nice part. But it's like, what if that shit means nothing at some point?
Yeah.
What if the stocks don't mean anything at some point?
Yeah, that's totally true. I think like for myself, I've just been battling with, you know, like I go in and out of like I can handle my job, and then there's other times where I'm like I fucking hate everything about it.
Yeah.
And like, of course I want to do something else. I don't want to like I purposefully, you know, well not purposefully. I didn't finish college, like, and so that like limits like my outlook on the world.
It turns out it does. Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as the jobs, like a lot of places will just hire you for having the bachelor's, and it's like, but even that, like getting another $20K of debt. Ugh.
Yeah, no, exactly, and it's like I'm already in debt because of all this other camera shit that I bought. So it's
exactly. Yeah,
it's like
it was like college or other shit.
Totally worth it.
Totally. It's been worth it. Plus, like I think like the experiences I've had in place of like going to college, like has far like outdone almost everything else.
Yeah.
In my life.
I mean, everything on the internet too. It's a different time, dude. It's not the same as before. Like everything's out there.
Yeah.
You can learn from everyone.
I feel like I've made like a good wedge into like the logistics industry with no degree.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasted way too much money in that institution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
College.
That shit is too expensive, man.
Dude, I don't know how they expect. Like I'm not paying my shit back. Like Biden's got me. Like, he said he did. I put my email in the form, in the portal when they launched it.
Yeah, I did too.
Like, you know, like, he said he got me, bro.
Yeah.
It's all that. Yeah, that.
Bidenomics. Let's see here. Yeah, I was gonna. It's similar here. I said I've always had a similar amount of money to my name between $100 to $20,000.
That's a good range.
You know,
We can get that number bigger though. We can.
we can. As soon as the sponsor puts, who wants to put their business on this fucking wall? This fat ass podcast. Come on now.
This fat ass podcast.
Think about a UFO so big.
Sure.
That they had to build a facility over it to hide it because they couldn't move it.
Have you seen No?
Of course. God damn, that's a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
Actually,
that big ass UFO. Like, it's really like the whole movie is really just like, how do we get the best photo of this shit?
Yeah.
It's big as hell.
Yeah.
But they're like struggling the whole movie to like really get a visual on this thing.
And then they got it.
And then they fucking got it.
You think his audio is gonna be okay? It's shaking.
They fucking got it, man.
You're gonna be okay. Oh, he's switching it up. He's switching. I'm giving you a hard time. I can type.
No, but like, yeah, there was some of it where he's not talking like this, which
No, it's gonna be good. These are really good ones. It's gonna be fine.
It'll pick up.
I'm giving you a hard time.
No, we're good. I like this. This is hands-free. No, but like...
Where would you think that UFO would be if they built something? They did.
Pyramids.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pyramids, for sure.
So people are saying Vatican.
I feel like though it would be more interesting if it wasn't like the Egyptian
Probably like
pyramids,
underground
but
or
like
underwater.
If it wasn't the Egyptians, it'd be more interesting.
It would be more like Mayans.
Oh.
Shit, you know.
Oh, I think they're everywhere too.
I think deep sea.
Oh,
True.
they're floating. They're floating around.
What are those? What are
They
those
are.
one like crazy like sea creatures that are called that are like supposed to be like super huge? Like there's a specific term for them.
Marmaduke.
Yeah. Marmaduke.
That's a man's name. Okay.
No, but
I know a guy.
But it like falls into that UFO like category.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're so big, like it's unfathomable, but like they just exist. Like
You're talking about is it an animal?
it could be like several different creatures. Like for example, like
It's like a classification of...
yeah.
What?
Like
I don't even know.
whatever, the Kraken.
Like a kraken.
Yeah, or
I get what you're saying.
no, yeah.
Like, you know how they like classify animals into their kingdoms and shit.
Or like, oh yeah. It's not this, but it's like kaiju. Like,
Oh.
if you know what I'm talking about.
Kaiju's like...
That's the one-
Like a monster and-
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
the one in
like,
space. So there's one in space that's called Momo or Mumu.
yeah.
It's a big ass fucking
Well,
ship.
that's what Godzilla is.
Oh, okay. No, but have you heard about this fucking rock, bro, in space, bro? It's got its own little push. They were like, it's not a meteor. It's like doing its own little thing, bro. It's a fucking mothership, bro.
It's
What?
It's like, is it like moving towards us or something? Like,
It just visited us and left. It pulled up, like checked us out, and like left. Entered the solar system, bro.
entered the solar system?
Yeah, bro. And like no, it wasn't a comet. There was no trail. There was no tail of exhaust or like.
Yeah.
But it had a push.
existing in space.
Not exhaust, but like comets
Like
have a tail.
I don't think that's scientifically possible.
No, comets do have a tail.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this thing didn't have anything, so it's like a big thing. Everybody, yeah. Science.
That's huge.
Vatican. That's where the UFO is.
I think they're underwater.
They're everywhere. They're in and out.
I think the Vatican would be very interesting.
Or like the ice mountain.
Yeah, or Antarctica, like the whole.
Oh, they're out there. What about the Antarctic Treaty? Can we get any sound clips about the Antarctic Treaty?
What
I don't know
about?
what this is.
Yeah, what about it?
All the countries in the world have agreed not to go to Antarctica and do anything.
Didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, because there's something there. There's pyramids there, and there's
That is pretty interesting. I will say.
pyramids out there.
Yeah.
Look at the Google Maps of Antarctica. There's nothing on maps, but if you go, they say like if you sail over there, all of a sudden like the current will just turn against you, like and not want you to keep going. Like there's something else on this earth that's flying around in and out of water. And they're going to nuclear sites and turning the sites off. On that note, before we turn this camera on again, I am announcing that we are opening our Coping with Aliens office very soon, where if you are not able to cope with the reality that there are aliens, you can come to us and we're going to run you through a few different programs to hopefully help you explain. It's like therapy where I know psychologists and they will be present and we can do Zoom. And so if you are not able to like cope with it and you're like, my whole life there's never been aliens and now there's aliens.
I hope
it's coming very soon. Actually, it should be links in the description right now.
I hope
Follow Vante.
My camera.
Follow Vante on Instagram, Twitter. We're not done. We're doing another 30, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're doing another 30. We'll be right fucking back.
No,
We gotta get going.
no,
Okay.
I'm not in a. What? Do I have other things? I don't think I have.
Who else?
don't do that. Whatever you're about to do, don't do that. I'm serious. No, dude, I'm serious.
It's flash paper.
I don't.
Okay, so I was at the loop and I started a dollar on fire. You don't want me to do it?
No,
it's literally flash paper.
I
know what flash paper is?
Yes, I know what flash paper is, but please,
I don't know what flash
please don't do
paper
it.
is.
I'll show you outside. So I only brought that up to bring up that I started a dollar bill on fire at the loop, and just the bouncer was just, the security was just very, very taken aback. He was just very disappointed in me.
That you were lighting money on fire inside the club.
Yeah, and then before that I lit one at Lucius's show when he played his song "I Know Everything."
Yeah.
So that just, and he was shook. He was taken aback. And then over there too, they were like giving me stares and stuff. And I don't know.
That's hilarious.
It's like, yeah,
I've been trying to hang out outside more lately.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was telling you yesterday, I went to 5 different events, right?
Oh, your mic.
Oh yeah. So yeah, going outside more lately, but I went to one party the other day and they were smoking in the basement and the fire alarm kept on going off.
Christ,
Yeah.
that's so.
It's like lighting stuff on fire inside of a small club or venue is never ideal. You shouldn't be doing that.
No, you shouldn't be doing that.
And I was gonna bring a dollar to burn it on here. One, Ben's lungs would have gotten destroyed if I did
That's
that.
Yeah.
fact.
The fumes in that thing are, different.
Yeah.
Two, I think it's technically illegal.
It is illegal.
I was running it today. I was like, I'm not going to bring the money because
Yeah.
I think getting rid of currency is, and this is all allegedly, by the way, that I did all these things. But I think getting rid of currency is illegal, right? Getting it out of circulation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So flash paper. You're not gonna do it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it when you're not looking. More on the topics. Here goes one. Have you heard about humans? Human. It means light in the setting. Yep.
Sure.
And then manifestation. We are manifestations of light. Everything is either light or matter. Think of a yin yang. Something that gets brought down is light that gets brought down becomes matter.
Yes.
And then matter that gets brought up in frequency becomes light.
Mm.
And that's your manifestation of light.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Beings of light.
Can you bring it even closer, maybe?
Yeah.
Can you get any help? I think it's good.
With light, I think.
I don't know if it'll stay, but it should.
I remember hearing that we're made out of stardust.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because what else?
And I think we're relating that concept to what you were just saying. It's like the ether that kind of creates, our spirit. It could only be something as complex and as beautiful as light.
Yeah.
And color. I couldn't imagine that it would be expressed any other way.
Yeah, I think it was Nikola Tesla that said, if you want to understand the universe, you must think in terms of... what if I butcher this? I think it's frequency, light, and vibration.
Sure.
They're going to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll look it up. But that's how these UFOs actually fly.
Wait, what'd you say those 3 pillars were again?
I'll look it up right now. But it's frequency, vibration, and energy or light, which is the same thing, right? Let me see.
You said it's the OG Tesla that said that?
Yeah.
Word.
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, that man was crazy.
Nikolai.
He has I think one of the craziest things that he came up with, and like people can create to this day, is that
Mhm.
whole like wireless light bulb.
Mm.
Where
That's
like there's a current being built, and you could like bring a light bulb like to it, and it'll light up.
The whole point is, I got the quote right here. The whole point is that this is an empty space.
Yeah.
That's not
Energy is
it's everywhere.
energy is everywhere, and like harnessing it.
That's how that's the, yeah.
It's just nuts.
Well, but yeah, I think it's
Especially what he like came up with, that, why they wanted to like stop him. 'Cause-
yeah. FBI when he died, bro. FBI raided his shit.
Yeah.
They took every
Wow.
paper that belonged to the fucking public.
because there was like supposed weapons he was building and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
That's
That's what they were scared of.
That's another big point about the government taking in the weapons and the government. They with this UFO act that's coming up, the language is so broad that if an individual had like some alien, material, or like a company had a craft or whatever,
Yeah.
the government is saying we have the right to come and pick it up. It's ours. So it's like a lot of people might not give up that shit. Imagine having that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the quote: "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration."
Yeah.
And so allegedly that is how these ships operate. These anti-gravity, 0-point energy ships, craft that crashed in 1933 in Italy, and then here in 1947 after the Oppenheimer fucking explosion. They came here. They were like, "What the fuck?" That explosion was so big that it was so triggering that they came here and they were like, "What's going on here?"
How much of your free time is consumed by
This research.
the research of UFOs?
I would say I don't know. I don't know if I have free time, so I don't know how to answer that question.
Remember we were talking about the gray people? The Canadians were just like on live TV, like we've been working with the gray people. It was like
there was one
that
right?
shit just got
Yeah.
swept under the rug. I feel like a bunch of like national like.
It's
like,
so many different instances of that.
No, so many people have been talking forever about this shit. Like, I just seen an old black and white video. It was like the first UFO whistleblower. I didn't even watch the video, but I can assume what it was.
Sure.
I want to find it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, any questions on this alien thing? Vante, super
think
clip.
we're
Aliens,
done.
yes or no?
Oh, aliens, yes or no?
Aliens,
Without
yes
a doubt, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's like and I like to imagine like the creators of mankind. Like when we think about God and Allah, like imagining them as an alien is kind of interesting to me.
It is.
Thinking of them as like kind of like just another extraterrestrial being that did something within their power to create us.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor has it that aliens actually did invent religion.
Sure, came down and was like, just the whole visual.
It was to
And-
explain,
of a
yeah.
person coming down from the sky.
Oh, that,
And
of
like
course.
the similarities to
Yeah.
between all the religions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Turning water into wine. But,
Yeah.
like they have special abilities and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Well, I mean, a lot like with the Bible is like love your neighbor, love thy neighbor. It wasn't actually about like who lives next to you. What they're saying is that you are your neighbor
mhm.
because we're all the same
Yeah.
thing. We're all the same. We're all God.
Yeah.
We're all like together. We have a single consciousness.
Yeah.
And that's actually how the ETs move around dimensions is through this hive mind. Imagine
That's
when you
scary.
focus into something so
That's
much.
scary. Hive
and
minds
you-
are so scary.
Yeah, dude. Imagine a hive mind. Like you focus and you get some shit done. Now imagine 100,000 of you are all focusing on the same
Wow.
thing. Yeah, you're gonna teleport from here to fucking there.
Yeah, I've done it like in a musical since, like just kind of vibing off of people improvising, and just like really stumbling across something beautiful while doing music together.
Mhm.
It could get really not what's the word I'm looking for, like
It's like addicting.
like telepathic, right?
Yeah.
Like
It can drain you, can't it? To an
Sure.
extent. I feel like it's something something that shares. You become not one. If you lose yourself,
Yeah.
the individualism, like if there's no more boundaries, when you're talking about other entities,
Mhm.
including humans, it's a different feeling, like a river,
definitely.
instead of a pond or whatever.
For sure.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah.
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 Well, how about this? What do you think of the Anunnaki?
I don't know much about them, but
How are you this versed in aliens and you don't know like the Anunnaki, dude?
What is this?
Yeah, can you break it down?
It's essentially it's like the real explanation of like UFOs and like aliens is like in a lot of like ancient cultures like the Anunnaki are prevalent throughout.
What cultures? I mean, Anunnaki sounds like a really specific type of language. Do you know where it comes
It's not a language. It's a
not
species.
a language. It's a species.
Species.
There's multiple
So-
ET species. Actually, it's alleged within the government that there's anywhere from 8 to infinity.
So like the Sumerians is like kind of the main like because like the Sumerians were one of the most like advanced like civilizations in the Earth's history. And I mean like there's so many things that we use to this date because of the Sumerians, like the Gregorian calendar, how we count the days, like our processes of like basic time is
Sure.
like all like accounted for by Sumerians.
I saw a UFO.
But
Yeah. I don't know who was flying it.
Yeah.
If it was a little gray man. That's the thing about some of the grays. Some
But-
of them are hybrid.
but
Half robot, half biological.
but
What?
yeah.
And then there's the Sumerian. There's the tall whites, which is like the Nordics.
Well, like the Anunnaki are like gigantic beings.
They're
Because like if you look at, for example, like Egyptian like hieroglyphics and stuff like that, like a lot of the gods and stuff like that are very similar to like how they describe like the Anunnaki
and those might be the species that are actually at that Antarctic wall, that point that everybody's agreed to not go to.
Yeah.
Bermuda.
Underwater
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
How do we feel about the Bermuda Triangle?
It's real because it's a hot spot.
Yeah.
It's like I don't.
I've always been.
It goes back to the underwater UFOs thing. It's a hot spot for that.
I've always been fascinated about it as like a little kid because I was really into like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's
Set
like
up
so
for
many
it, right?
people have gone and like came back with the
Yeah.
same like or not.
Or not come back at all.
Yeah. No, but I've heard of like even planes that successfully make it through, like objects on the flight actually do disappear, shit like that. Like shit, it is like a
There's
magnet
a lot
kind
of
of thing.
testimonials of weird stuff happening over there.
It's
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Has there been a YouTuber that's just been like, "Fuck it, we're gonna"? I mean, if there's somebody,
No, there's a YouTuber for everything.
I know.
I went to the Bermuda Triangle and this happened. Nothing.
Or yeah, exactly. It's
like a whole rabbit hole on
It's
YouTube.
13 hours
Bermuda,
of
like,
the video.
Bermuda content.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
God.
No, you break it down, get her
I
clips.
just want to find that young, dumb 20-something that's like, "Hey guys, today we're gonna go to the Bermuda Triangle."
Yeah. Bro,
And yeah,
live stream that
funny.
shit.
yeah, live stream.
and like really come up missing on the live stream.
That'd be
with
cool.
all this,
Yeah.
like,
It's
horror
like-
movie shit.
It's like, Will, where are you, Will?
Will Smith.
Everybody's in the comments. This is totally fake. Oh, man, they're acting like.
like-
He's not dead.
The fog, the mist. It's haunting.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they say that there's this kind of like a factory that makes UFOs underwater, and this whenever they try to get close to it, it just kind of disappears. Like,
Underwater is where it's at.
yeah.
Does the ocean scare you? Because the ocean scares me.
I can't swim. So.
Damn.
Objectively, yeah, that's pretty fucking scary.
But I like to be really high up. Like, I'm not scared of heights.
Yeah.
I've never gone bungee jumping, but I would go.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I'd jump out of planes.
I'd jump out of plane, but I don't think I'd bungee jump.
You guys are brave. The plane shit is scary.
I like being
is
high
scary.
up. I just
What if
don't
the
like
what
being
if the shit
really
don't
low,
go off?
Like, underneath.
Yeah.
The what?
What if the parachute doesn't go off?
I trust that the technology would work.
You-
Same as same as if I was underwater swimming around scuba diving, I would trust that the technology works.
Unless you,
You know,
unless you were in that submarine.
unless I was.
Oh no! You guys think those billionaires actually died? Yo, fucking X-Files. No, for real, they gone.
No, you know what I know what's going on with them.
Huh?
they're being haunted right now because they're the new ghosts in this.
The new ghosts of
of
fucking
the Titanic.
50,000 feet underwater. Like,
It's like, who knows? Like, we know that there's like weird. We're talking about the weird sea creatures down there. Whatever the classification
Yeah.
can
is.
even ghosts
But
travel?
like, all we
down
know is that there's some wild shit down there. Atlantis is down there.
What do you think about
Dude, Atlantis is a wild one.
What do you think about beaches under the ocean? You heard about this?
Like a beach that sinks all the way down.
There's beaches there's beaches that are actually like dry beaches down there.
I was gonna
Dry
say
beaches.
Yeah.
Pockets of oxygen
I
that
mean,
are
I
actually
was-
beaches.
I was literally gonna
with
say-
their own ocean under the ocean.
a beach is just the floor of the ocean.
No, I'm talking
with
about a
water,
dry beach. A
right?
dry
Yeah,
beach.
yeah.
Dry
But, like,
beach.
Saying,
Oh, okay, like-
there's a beach.
no, but it's sand.
Like
It's
a
sand.
beach, yeah, but a beach is sand,
think-
and what's on the bottom of the ocean? Sand.
No, bottom of the we don't know what's on the bottom of the ocean. No one's been there.
But to have
We don't know what's
areas
down there.
of dryness underwater,
That's
like,
what I'm saying, yeah.
well, I'm no scientist, right? But when you think about like how pressure and gravity works, the lower you get down there,
Yeah.
And it's stronger.
like it feels like there wouldn't be an opportunity for stuff not to be covered in water the lower that you get.
You think.
because anything that like
But it's
would-
so massive.
anything
It's a
that would be
huge
able
scale.
to kind of hold that structure
Yeah.
should cave.
But imagine
Especially
how
over
many
time.
years old those
Like-
things are. The
like-
big ones.
like-
It's just asteroids.
I don't know,
Right.
maybe a submarine that goes missing.
Sure, I guess.
What if the submarine destroyed one of the nicest underwater beaches? And like, that'd be fucked. And it's just like it's just.
No, but I
it's
mean,
just
that shit's
crap.
caving
How would it
in
be
over
fucked?
time.
Nobody's been there. Nobody knows what they're like.
I mean, nobody. That's like saying that this microphone's not alive. They're proving now that everything is actually alive and has a
This
frequency.
microphone ain't alive. What are you talking about?
They're trying to prove that it is.
Who's
No,
trying to
like-
prove?
Sign of Stanford.
This-
Hey, don't show that, don't show that. Methods, sources and methods.
Yo, this thing isn't alive. There's no way.
They're trying to prove that it is.
Who is trying to prove that? That is like the dumbest thing.
At
to
Stanford. I said
Yeah.
Stanford.
No. You never said who. You know what you said? You just said a name.
Motherfucker said
Stanford. It's like, I'm going to use an Ivy League institution.
Hey, who the fuck is Stanford?
Yeah. It's not a person.
Oh man, you guys are funny, man. That's hilarious. What are we? Oh, we're still good. That's hilarious. Yeah. No, but if you look up, what color's the sky?
It depends on the day, right? And the time.
What about when it's not a nuclear fucking apocalypse like right now and it's white? Sometimes it's blue.
Well, I mean, like, particles in the sky are completely reflective of light.
Yes.
So the absence of light is how, like, colors is not processed.
Sure.
There's a Simpsons clip where the guy hits a fucking home run. I think Homer hits a homer. And he hits it and it goes so far that it breaks the firmament, the glass, and then water comes down, implying that we're under an ocean right now.
What is this?
Wow.
The Truman Show? What are you talking about?
Precisely so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that concept.
Yeah. You stroking the plant? Can we get a zoom up? Oh, you're on this camera. You're on that camera.
I will say, like, just back on, like, the topic of, like, light. It's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
I was kind of going down a rabbit hole of learning about, like, was it hydroponic, like, farming and stuff like that. And just, like, the whole idea that, like, plants without the sun would not be green. So, like, if you like don't have it going back to, like, without light, like, colors would not be present,
Yeah.
which is, like, so fascinating because, like,
Underwater plants.
the entire,
coral
like,
reefs.
the entire
But they get light. They get light.
They get light, yeah.
They get
They
light.
get light.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
specifically,
They get
like,
super
placed in light, yeah.
Because it's a magnifier.
Yeah.
Magnifying glass effect.
That's what, yeah, like the Great Barrier Reef, because, like, that water there is, like, so direct and, like, where the sun is, like,
Sure.
being pointed down.
But you know, black is black. Like like a cave. The
Yeah,
animal
going-
down there is
Going back to like the human thing.
blind, bro.
like,
Yeah.
people being made of, light and reflections of light.
Yeah.
The absence of it is kind of hard to imagine.
No, absolutely. Because, yeah, I mean, if we, like, by evolutionary standards, if that's what you go with, right? if we were to just be in a cave or something like that, we wouldn't have eyes. Like we just wouldn't.
Well, yeah, but those fish that don't have eyes
Yeah.
are pretty wild. It's it might just be a black fish that's blind, black eyes, and it's like
If you're
Well, no, they got those fishes that have the light
with its
on.
own light. Now think
Yeah.
about that. Now that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Except for 100%, it makes sense because like, what else would a fucking alien
Yeah,
do?
it's dark down there.
What about it's been a while since we brought up octopus and octopi as alien.
They're weird looking.
Yeah. They can't find the the predecessor.
I think it's like kind of the same thing with like starfish. Like I'm pretty sure they have like, I could be wrong, but they can grow back ligaments. Starfish can for sure.
That's crazy.
Octopus I don't.
I'm in utter shock. If you can't tell by my face in
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah, it's actually nuts. Like they can regrow like their being.
Now so can you.
Same with like jellyfish. Like
You ever chip off a little piece of your
No.
No?
Never done that.
No? No?
No.
Well, I mean, I have like gotten some pretty bad scratches where I lost my skin and then my skin grew back where my skin was.
I mean, you can do that, but like losing a whole.
He's like, yeah, you could you could do that, but think about it, you could buy my course. You could grow your own skin back, but you could also
Buy
get
my
health
course.
insurance.
$24.99 a month.
Yeah.
I chopped off 3 of my fingers last year, and I still have all 3 of my fingers.
I did it so you don't have to.
I know you think I'm crazy, and I don't have any footage to prove that I did this.
Yep.
But I did take off my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have any footage.
Do you think like, are we at the point in technology where if you were to like lose, like completely clean sever your arm for whatever reason, you'd be able to put it back on and regain functionality with your elbows and all your joints? Are we there?
How quick? How quick are you at
severing
I'm
something?
sure you gotta like keep the arm cold. And,
you gotta get it on immediately. You gotta put it back immediately.
If you severed something immediately, I guarantee you can reconnect everything.
But then get like the functionality back is like where I'm really
Once those
curious.
nerves are cut, man,
I don't know completely.
you'd have to put a chip in. It'd have to. That cut would have to imply that you're gonna put a connector in there that would then take
Communicates
over.
to your brain.
Yeah.
That would grow. It grows artificial cells into the fingertips, and the cells would then obviously be wired into the
I
brain.
just wonder if we're there technology-wise.
I feel like, yeah,
seeing
we're
like
there.
a video of somebody that was able to feel touch because of the similar technology that you were just describing that is connected to like neural pathways.
Yeah.
So when you touch the skin,
Yeah.
which is like has like technological sensors or some shit on it.
Yeah. We were talking about at the King Kroll concert last night about the Neuralink, the Elon Musk, the monkeys that they all died. All the test animals died for that, and somebody said they're worth more dead than alive. One, are you able to buy monkeys like that and then do whatever you want with them to where, it's legal? What happened? Do you guys have any opinion on this?
See, it's technically not legal by most standards.
I guess it depends what state, right? I think he did it in South Dakota. I'm not actually sure.
Well,
I mean,
no. Like internationally, there are rules.
Internationally.
I think it's like socially unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you go to the shampoo is like not animal tested no more. So then, why is But what they're doing is like.
But so how did he get away with it?
They're trying to break through. It's like the forefront. They're like trying to bring the zeitgeist to a new level. So it's like they have to do like kind of unethical experimentation in order to push us further.
Well, and that's what gets interesting to like the whole idea of cloning.
Sure.
Like cloning yourself and then taking those parts essentially like
of the
fresh
child.
Whatever it may be. And you're like grooming this thing up to basically just be a vessel for you to just continue to live on. And
It's like I don't think that there's any. I think it'd be overcritical for us to be like, I don't know how many monkeys they killed.
I think it was like 50.
And I also don't really understand like what the Neuralink means.
It's so they're hoping that like somebody who's paralyzed would be able to put the chip in their brain and then be able to not be paralyzed.
So it reconnects like all those like lost pathways.
Yeah.
So for example, like somebody that's blind totally has the capability of actually seeing if those like pathways are still working.
So I don't know what permits like that ultimately brings. But hey, we haven't talked too much about music. So what are your top 5 artists at this?
Top 5, bro.
Just kidding. Didn't mean to switch it up.
No, that's cool. I can know where to switch up.
Yeah. No, that was. I just want
regarding Elon's.
Please.
50 monkeys though, if that's the number or whatever. But we've done way worse on a farm. You know what I mean? So
I mean, how many steaks?
We've done way worse to human beings.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oppenheimer's in theaters now.
That's it.
We've done way worse to like the lab rats and rabbits that are also being experimented on. And then the shampoo companies, you know what I mean? Before it became unethical and uneco-friendly to like, test your shampoo on animals.
I'm very curious, like what that actually was. They were like testing it on these creatures, and what they were like fully losing hair, burning, like what was the chemical process behind that?
So naked mole rats were actually not naked.
They were
because of like
full of hair.
Johnson & Johnson.
Yes, and they're like, okay.
Johnson & Johnson.
It's like test 1. They're like rubbing it on, and then it just like dies. So they're just like, okay, not that.
Yeah, not that one, dude. I think it's just like the monkey, like the hairstyle wasn't that good after the shampoo, so they were like, man, no, it's not gonna work on humans.
Yeah.
So what? Because we haven't touched on any music, and we're almost at the
What has it been like 3 hours now?
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. No, 1.5. But we're doing great. But do you want to name like
these days?
Yeah, or like of all time top 5?
Just of all time.
Top 5 all time artists.
Yeah, Pharrell comes out.
Oh yeah.
Pharrell comes to mind immediately right now. But honestly, my response to this question will change with the seasons.
Of course, yeah.
But Pharrell will always be like goated for me, just because he made so much good content at a time where I was in my formative years as a musician.
Yeah.
And he was just like the one, And then he was doing the whole side shit with the clothing that was just also really cool.
And then now at Louis Vuitton is crazy.
Yeah, and I also just like the way he like finessed his career, like being, a vocalist and a producer and a band guy, and
God, what
making
a
hits
producer,
for all the cool artists, like that Justin Timberlake album.
Mm-hmm. Well, like
you know what I mean.
Early 2000s, the Neptunes produced 90% of the hits.
That were on the radio,
right?
Like 90%.
Was it 90?
Sounds like a made up number.
I think it was like 60, honestly, but it was high. It was 60. I think
90 sounds realistic, especially if we really examine like a specific.
It was majority of.
If we lock in like a real year, like between like 2005 and 2007.
There's probably an outlier year that is
literally.
Like 90,
you think about like that one, like this my shit. That's him.
Gwen
Stefani. There's
I got a big playlist of all Pharrell's produced songs, and it's
your Apple
like
playlist go hard.
Songs.
Oh yeah,
it's like 100 songs long.
Follow Vante everywhere. I'm like passing out for all.
Yeah, music shit. Like I've been listening to a lot of different shit, but I like to listen to rap shit. I like to listen to really experimental music as well, jazz. So I get into a lot. I haven't gotten into like acid jazz.
Do you freestyle yourself?
I've been doing it more lately.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we could give him a little something, huh?
Okay, off top with Ben and Francisco.
Oh.
The shit get greasy like Crisco. Make a bitch come out of thong like Cisco.
What?
Come on, I don't miss ho.
Quick bars
off the top. Nothing crazy.
Pharrell. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's this one video of Pharrell just like freestyling. It was around the time that he did I call shots like a ball stack. No, it's like for Slim Thug in Texas.
Okay.
He had this one where he was talking about gripping pine P. Y'all know me. And it was just like the coolest freestyle ever.
He kind of gives Sesame Street sometimes though. I mean, like in a good way.
He's a character. You know what I mean?
Like the color palette sometimes.
The color palette is nuts. Like
he's obsessed with yellow. I love it.
Are we doing another 30? Or another.
I'm getting kind of winded.
Yeah, I'm getting winded too. We can definitely.
No, I don't think I can do another.
We can crash.
This has been real. I honestly
This has been real for
light
sure.
this thing in here just to piss Ben off though. Like,
Oh my god.
It's controlled fire. You do it.
no, we're not gonna do. I can just see it in his face. Like he's like.
Any last words?
Do you have anything to say?
Quick!
No, don't do it.
No, this has been real, man. I'm honored. I'm honored to be here chatting with you guys.
This has been awesome.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah. We'll get it.
My mom's gonna watch it.
This is a special one. This is for sure. It's different, of course, with the homie.
Yeah.
So, any last words?
Go to school. No, I'm kidding. Do your shit. Be
Fuck
free.
school.
Be free. Live life. Enjoy the moment. Protect your self-interest.
Be present. Enjoy the moment.
Be present. Enjoy the moment. Thanks for spending your moments with us.
Thanks.
Almost Spicy Podcast. DJ Back on My Bullshit. Francisco. Vante. Out. Well.
Yes.
Out.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what do you think about Kanye West?
Yeah, he's